he still not go through? Okay, cool. My bad. Let me just get the tweet out. I apologize. I apologize on the delay. All right, tweets out. My apologies for the delay. Super frustrated. Very, 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 very tough night tonight for the Knicks. And then it took I had to get the lens back. My friend was gonna bring it. Came a little late, so we're a little. If you're here, you're super real. Thank you so much for pulling up. That's real. Like the game ended like 40 minutes ago at this point, and you still said you could have been anywhere in the world, and look where you ended up. This may just end up being a rant and me closing the MacBook because I am frustrated. But at this point, if you pulled up, there's no way I'm closing the MacBook on you because you showed up and still were here. So we'll get to your comments too. Oh man, but all right. So let's get to the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Knicks fans here, there, and abound. Welcome to Postgame Pouting with I Hate Sean. This is Postgame Pouting. I Hate Sean, and I didn't even care to do the intro today, honestly. I was going to skip it. I'm really, really frustrated. The Knicks lost tonight 95-80. It was a really, really tough loss. This is a game we definitely could have won. But beyond it being a really tough loss, that's not even where all of my frustration comes from. I mean, yes, I'm very frustrated about that. Like, I'm incredibly frustrated about the tough loss. I feel like we couldn't hit shots. At the end of the day, like, if you watch basketball, if you watch a basketball team, like, it is what it is, bro. We couldn't buy a basket from downtown at all, and the Thunder had a high-rise condo in the city. Like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? They hit 10 more threes than us. We couldn't hit a free throw. That was really annoying. Yes, there's really annoying things. Everybody pretty much shot like shit. As a team, we shot like shit. The shooters shot like shit. Like, we shot like shit. We didn't make free throws. We shot terribly. It is what it is. It sucks. It's very frustrating. It's very unfortunate. This is an unfortunate game to lose. It would have been nice to be on a 4-game win streak and end the year at 500, 18-18. Like, you know, fresh start, but like 17-19 is not the end of the world. Like, at the end of the day, we were playing fresh off of losing our bet. Like, frustrations about Julius or not, like, as much as he's been, as you know, like, it's been frustrating. I've been frustrated with Julius this season, yes. I think that he can play better. First of all, before we even get to any of that, hope that Julius Randle, I haven't said this on here yet, hope Julius Randle and his family are completely safe. Hope everything is okay, because at the end of the day, health comes first, 100% health and safety. That's most important. But yes, we've been frustrated with him this season on the floor. But at the end of the day, he's a huge part of this team. He's the best player on the team. He's the number one option. He's the guy we go through, which is part of where the frustrations and the expectations and all of that come from, which was my point. So we don't have him. This is our first game not having him. A lot of guys are in different roles. Obi's never started before. We started Deuce McBride at point guard, who wasn't even getting minutes the majority of the season. Like, we're glad we have it. Like, you know, it's not the end of the world that we lost this game. Like, the people are on, like, oh, I'm done being a Knicks. I tweeted today, first of all, I love all y'all, especially y'all. I love y'all who are here. I love y'all. But, like, I hate sharing a fan base with some Knicks fans, bro. Like, I really do. Like, some people are just so annoying. And so, like, I feel like some people are more committed to what they feel or think. And hey, maybe somebody thinks this about me, so that's fine. We're all human beings. It is what it is. Maybe people think, like, some people do think I'm committed to my agendas or whatever. I just feel like I watch the basketball I see and talk about it and react to it and how I feel. And if things happen on a consistent basis, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. Things like that. But, like, people are committed to their, like, what they want and how they feel or what they said and being right and things like that. I don't understand. I really don't. And first of all, I had to change the lens. It was weird. Like, so there's like a blue tint on here. Excellent Drake song. There's like a blue tint on the camera, whatever. But, like, we're sad and blue tonight, so it's appropriate. Anyway, I don't understand how people are hating on RJ Barrett. Like, I don't get it. And I was seeing some of it, and I feel like that's my main thing that I was really, 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 it was grinding my gears. And one thing in particular, just for an example, let's see. Because I tweeted, I was like, all right, so at the end of the day, here we go. RJ Barrett had 26 points on 50% from the field. If you score 26 points on 50% from the field, that's a good game. For this whole time, I've been, like, you know, clamoring, screaming, hey, let's use RJ in different ways. People have been hating on RJ, saying, oh, he's not this, he doesn't meet expectations, he's disappointing, and all those things are. RJ hasn't played up to the expectation I had this season. I've been disappointed with RJ's play, frustrated with RJ's play at times. It is what it is. Growing pains, whatever it may be. Things like it. He needs to shoot better. I'll be the first to say it, bro. We need RJ Barrett to shoot more consistently. Shooting 1 for 8 from 3 is not good. That's not a good game. I think we all know that. I think everybody who watches basketball, nobody watched this game and said, RJ Barrett was a sniper tonight. So I just don't okay, so I'm all over the place because all right, so I tweeted, love RJ attacking. That was after one of the plays he got to. He was using his right hand, bro. RJ Barrett was getting to the basket, going downhill, taking contact, honestly not even getting there's a lot of foul calls he did not get tonight. He needs to capitalize more at the line, but in the past we've seen him do that. This is RJ's first game with Julius not playing. Like, honestly, this is no Kemba. RJ was the guy tonight. RJ was the only person who went to the basket. On a night where nobody could hit a jumper, RJ was the only person who really was getting to the basket. And, RJ gets to the basket well. We got to see that tonight. He scored 26 points on 50% shooting. Like, anybody who knows anything about basketball knows that's good. So, in reply to me saying love RJ attacking, at Yorkville89, and he chased me through my mentions a little bit after too, saying that I was being sensitive and all kind of stuff, and it's just like, bro, I don't care. But I'm just gonna respond to you here because I'm not gonna go back and forth with you on the internet. But well, this is still the internet, so I'm going back and forth with you, whatever. But he said, love him shooting with the touch of Canadian Ben Simmons. And I said, he's got 24 points on 50%, and that's what you're focused on. You might be a dickhead. For real, we get it. But, people want to shift the conversation back to that, and it's just that's what we're going to focus on. We had one positive tonight, bro. Tonight sucked. It's New Year's Eve, Friday Night Knicks. We were on a 3-game win streak of some games that were tough. We were kind of excited. Obi Toppin in the starting lineup. We saw Deuce in the starting lineup. We're excited to see young guys and what we can get out of them. We're hoping that, we're able to get Julius back in a good time, and that he's healthy and everything is okay, and then he comes back in stride and, is playing better. We hope for a lot of things. We went into this really hopeful. Halftime hopeful. Pregame prayers was really exciting. We were all really excited before the game. This is shitty. This feels shitty. That was a shitty game. That was a very hard game to watch. But we really have one positive, and it's that RJ Barrett showed that he can be a primary option, like a primary ball handler type thing. Not even like a primary ball handler, but he can give you that kind of production. And that's on a night where he couldn't hit the ocean from the shore from 3. He had some terrible 3-point attempts today. He missed free throws today. It was frustrating. And as poorly as he shot today, because of the way that he's able to attack the basket on a night where he's getting chances to get downhill and being used the way that we would like to see him used, he drops 26 points on 50% shooting. Imagine if he just had, RJ has nights where he goes 4 for 8 from 3. That's not crazy. Even 4 for 8 from 3. That's a 35-point game. That's a 35-point game on damn near 60% shooting. Just like that. Just with 3 more of those threes going in. No? 50% unrealistic for you? 3 for 8. What's that? 37%? Don't kill me. I think that's 37.5%. Don't kill me if I'm wrong. That's above league average. That's not an unrealistic night. RJ goes 3 for 8 from 3 on plenty of nights if he shoots 8 threes. That's not hard. 32 points. So let's at least acknowledge the positive. How I just hate because I saw a few people doing it, bro. It's not just this guy. It's just people were focused on the fact that he's not hitting shots, and it's yes, it's frustrating. Nobody's hitting shots tonight, but RJ Barrett was able to attack the basket. He had some really good finishes, bro. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I said I was gonna rant. It is what it is. But yeah, man, things like that, bro. The basketball is not a hard game to understand, so we should be able to, this is one of those you got to kind of just move on from. But respect RJ Barrett. I'm not playing. Call it sensitive, call it what you want. Once again, I said it before. I think to be a Knicks fan and not stand RJ is a little bit weird, to be honest. And I'm not saying you got to think he's the greatest player ever, or blah, 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 but it's just bro, this kid, we took RJ Barrett with the 3rd pick in the NBA draft. The highest pick we've had since Patrick Ewing. He wanted to be here. He's got pictures of him as a kid in a Knicks hat. He's crying. He's saying, yo, I'm a Knick. All these things. He comes in. He plays all right. 2nd year, he plays really well. Raises his 3-point percentage. Is a really good defender. Blah, blah, blah. Went to 40% from 3. He works hard. He cares. Clearly, I don't get it, bro. Why root against him? Why on a night where he's 26 points on 50% shooting are you shitting on him. And it's, one of his replies to somebody else was, he needs to be held to a higher standard. I mean, we're not coddling him by saying, damn, like he shot like shit tonight, but he played well. If I don't know how you don't think this is a good RJ game. Like, RJ was great tonight, honestly. 26 points on 50% shooting. I don't care what you say. Like, what else? I don't know. I feel like we didn't get enough Obi. I feel like it was a disappointment that there weren't 30 Obi minutes tonight. I feel like we kind of got killed on the boards, which is a little bit nuts. And there was no Obi out there. Like, RJ was one of the few people who was getting to the basket. Obi was attacking early too. Obi was getting to the free throw line in the first half. I feel like we went away from Obi. Like, he wasn't on the floor as much as he should have been. We didn't go through him as much as we should have. I feel like we could have used Obi a lot tonight. They don't have like a rim protector. That's part of the reason RJ was able to finish at the rim so well and get to the basket the way he was able to get to the basket. But he was really good getting to the basket tonight. But it's just like, I feel like we should have leaned into Obi a little bit more. I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know what was going on. I don't know why we didn't try to get Obi going downhill or more pick and rolls and things like that. Because he was decisive. He was aggressive. He was getting to the basket. He was getting to the line. He also has to knock his free throws down. But I feel like there should have been more of that. And that's a disappointment. I feel like that's I don't want to call it a failure on Tibbs' part, but I feel like that's a failure on Tibbs' part. And maybe I'd have to rewatch the game or something. I'm not saying I'm speaking from an expert opinion or anything at all. But it just felt like at one point I was looking at the game and I was like, where the hell is Obi? And I get if you're trying to get three, but like we weren't down 18 the whole time. You know? So I just feel like Obi being on the floor, like, I mean, I heard Alan Hahn say it in the post game because this took forever to start. But like, you know, we missed all these threes. What were we? Let me see. We were 19.5% from three. So it's just like, how do we not have more offensive rebounds? We have 5 offensive rebounds. We weren't hitting the boards at like something. And even for them, like, I mean, I don't get it. I don't get why Obi wasn't out there. There's a lot of things that Obi could have been doing. There's a lot of things that we could have used. Obi was playing well. I just feel like this was a night where, like, without Julius playing, we should be trying to get as much as we can out of Obi in this period. It's tough to get him 15 to 20. There's no way Obi shouldn't have gotten 30 minutes tonight. And correct me if I'm wrong. If y'all feel a way that I'm tripping, then let me know. But it just seemed weird, bro. A lot seemed weird tonight. But I've been ranting for a long time. I'm so sorry. Let's get to the comments, man. Mega Man was good. Ethan said, well, I'm here for this rant. Hey, shout out to all y'all, man, for real. Like, this game was like I said earlier, this game was a really tough game. It sucked. It's New Year's Eve. It took forever to start, and y'all are still here and y'all are still rocking. I ranted for 14 minutes and didn't read a comment and kind of repeated myself over and over and over again and talked in circles, and y'all are still rocking, and I really, like, appreciate the hell out of y'all. And before I even get to the comments, because I don't want to, like, wait till the end for this, yo, thank y'all so much, man. Like, this year, and I'm thinking of the year in review, like, it's just been great, and you guys are such a big part of that, and it feels amazing to be able to do this. And I was frustrated before this because of the game and it taking so long, but y'all being here like this and commenting, and I'm really excited. So thank you guys, for real. Like, I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. I can't say it enough. And once again, on behalf of everybody at TKW, we really appreciate you. Like, what I say and that sentiment is how we all feel, honestly. I just get the chance to look at you guys and say it. All right, Jamal said, you never truly know how much you'll miss something until it's gone. RJ Masterclass, though. Yeah, no, yeah, we miss Julius, for sure. Like, but he's our best player. Like, he's option number 1. It's the first night of not having him, you know, and no shots fell tonight. This is a horrible night tonight. Offensively, we moved the ball. We created good shots. I don't care what anybody says. We created a lot of good shots tonight. We got really, really good shots. There were some encouraging things. We got good looks. We just couldn't hit anything. And that's why, like, as annoying and frustrating as this game is, I'm not even tripping that much about the game itself, which is just why I was like, bro, some of these fans are so annoying. But, like, we couldn't hit anything. What are you going to do? Big Shicey said, we suck. I disagree. If we're hitting shots, this is a whole different game. And if the worst 3-point shooting team in the NBA doesn't go... Damn it, I had the box score pulled up. Where'd it go? Okay. Yeah, if the worst shooting team in the NBA doesn't shoot... 18 to 43 from three. Come on, they shot 18 to 43. We shot 8 to 41. Put the same amount of threes up. They hit 10 more. Like, it's hard to compete like that. So if they don't, and they don't normally, that's 42%, and that's high volume. So like they shot really well tonight, and part of the reason they shot really well, which is frustrating. I love Mitch. I love the energy Mitch brings. I love the way that he attacks the boards. And I don't know if it's scheme, but I think a lot of it is Mitch as well. I think I saw him put Taj in, and I feel like Taj does a better job of it. But it happens to Taj. We need to stop sinking so low on those. When it's pick and pop bigs, the center can't sink that low on the screen. That's pretty much what they're running the offense for. That's how that Chicago game and the Brooklyn game, honestly. No, not the Brooklyn game. Yeah, the Brooklyn game, they did a lot with LaMarcus Aldridge, but it wasn't crazy. The Chicago game was nuts, bro. And I remember being there, like the last one in the Garden. And they ran that pick and pop with Vucevic all night. And honestly, the primary goal was to get Vucevic popped out, to get us overreacting or whatever. Or he would just shoot. He was killing us. He was torching us. Like, we have to play that better. We're getting killed by the pick and pop. And if it is Mitch, I don't think that Mitch is incapable of playing that. Mitch is very athletic. He's a quick guy. He's got good, he stays with guards on the perimeter a lot of times. I believe Mitch can play the pick and pop properly. So either we've got to make him figure it out, or we've got to put somebody on the floor who's going to. I don't know, but I don't think it's that difficult. But we cannot drop that deep on teams who are pick and popping, bro. Like, we were getting torched. Roby was torching us, and he's a 42% three-point shooter. Yeah, you can't just walk away from 42% three-point shooters. Not in the NBA, bro. Like, if they're the worst percentage shooting team in the league, I can't imagine they have too many 42% three-point shooters who shoot at a high volume, or even too many 40% three-point shooters, period. And I don't know what volume Roby shoots at, but when you give a guy a bunch of open shots, he's going to shoot them. And he torched us. Same thing for Poku. They don't really have any real bigs, which is another reason that Obi should never have played less than 30 minutes tonight. And there were times, I can't remember who said it, but somebody tweeted me while, he was like, yo, Obi should be playing the 5 while SGA is on the bench. Because SGA, he is nice. He's the real deal, bro. He's nice, bro. Like, he's like that. And I've known he was like that, but it's just like, he's like that. Like, I feel like he was defended pretty well tonight. Like, he's got a bunch of moves. He finishes really well. He's strong. He gets to the basket. He didn't even really use his jumper tonight. But, okay. And that's another, I wanted to bring that up during the RJ rant I was having. People are talking trash about RJ. They talk trash about RJ. They don't respect RJ. Everybody understands how nice SGA is. Everybody, 100%. We all get it. And we all knew he was playing really well today. We have the effect. Multiple times in the game, I was like, yo, damn, he's nice. Tonight, SGA had 23 points on 9 for 24 shooting. He was 2 for 7 from 3. Do you think anybody's saying, oh, man, he's not good? He didn't, no! Nobody's saying that. RJ had a better game than him. As impressed as we were with SGA tonight, as much as it felt like he dominated, RJ had a better game than him. Solidly. Solidly. I don't even think there's an argument for it. So, whatever. Mega Man said this was pathetic, bro. It was really pathetic. It was a tough night. It was a very, very tough night. It was very sad. RJ Barrett was the only one with a bag. Yo, RJ's bag tonight was nice, bro. Like, we should be. That's what the conversation should be, and that's what I would like it to be. And I'm glad. I feel like I spent a lot of time talking about things. I feel like we all get it here, so I feel like I was probably wasting my time, saying all that. But RJ was great tonight, and that was cool. That was really cool. And I hope that he's able to get the jumper together. But we already hoped he was able to get the jumper together. We can't. I'm not going to react to that every game. Even today, at halftime, Evan Fournier was a piece of shit today, honestly. But, at halftime, I was just it is what it is. And maybe his ankle was bothering him. Who knows? I mean, there was a steal he got that I was impressed by. I was like, oh, wow. He was playing off the ball. He timed it well. He was in the right place, right time, and he actually, made a play to do it. I thought that was cool. He had a really great creation play today where he split the trap and kind of, crossed over, broke the defense down, drew, 3 defenders, and kicked it out to RJ, and RJ knocked it down. But otherwise, he didn't do very well. He didn't defend all those same Evan Fournier things. But at halftime, I was just everybody was saying, I was like, I'm not really going to kill him tonight. It's not his worst half, I'm not going to, even with my let's be realistic. Even with my least favorite player, I'm doing my absolute best not to beat a dead horse. So it's like with the guy who's our number 3 pick from a couple years ago, who we're developing and is not 30 on a huge contract. People are like shitting on him for. It's weird. It's very weird behavior, and I'm like, if you do it, stop. Like, for what? We had one positive today, bro. Come on. Boom. I wonder where the people who said we have a center problem went. Yeah. Once again, I love Mitchell Robinson. But we got killed tonight on that pop, and we gotta stop. That has to be figured out. Whether it's a Mitch thing, whether it's a scheme thing, it's got to be figured out. We can't do that. Because that's part of the reason. I mean, yeah, it sucks that the team who shoots the worst in the NBA from 3 lit us up, but it's also partially our fault, and it's part of the reason we give up a lot. Like it's an issue with our defense, bro. Pop bigs kill us, bro. Like, and we get killed from the perimeter, and like it's not like we necessarily played bad defense tonight, but that right there, like in the middle of the floor. If you drop too low and they keep looking for that, because even sometimes now, even if you don't, some guys may compensate and come over and help and make that closeout, and now they make that swing, and now we're playing, and it's too easy. It's way too easy of a way to, like, it's like handing a thief the key to your house. Like, it's way too easy. That you cannot allow somebody to break your defense down off of running one pick and pop and kicking it back to the top of the key. Because on nights like tonight, we're kind of dead in the water once that happens. Because now we're already behind because we're so deep. Like, sometimes Mitch is at, like, the free throw line. Like, he's like, I'm just like, yo, like, and even on plays that the guard fought through the screen, like, you don't even need to be here right now, bro. Like, it's not every time. Like, sometimes you can drop a little bit. Like, if you gotta go contest at the rim. But it's just like, bro, like, the guard is playing defense right now. He's here. Like, you can try to, hedge a little bit, but you got to get back out and contest. Like, you shouldn't even really be allowing that pass that often. You should be hedging, stepping here, and then getting the first step after the hedge should be like maybe one step back and then straight back toward the shooter. But instead, we're dropping, and it's just like, why? I don't get that. That doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense, and it doesn't make sense to allow it to happen, like, all game. That's not the type of thing that should happen all game. That's like, okay, oh shit, we didn't really think that whatever Roby was gonna come out here and be lighting us up, but now that he's hit 2 in a row or something like that, now that all of their bigs have hit a couple of these, we should probably do something different. And that should happen in like the second quarter. We were getting killed by this all game. That sucks. Boom. Diaz said, there's no way we are wasting RJ's potential for Elfrid, Fournier, and Bumdle. I'm not going to call him Bumdle. I'm not going to do that. I'm nowhere near that far. I've been frustrated with him at points this season, but I'm not calling him Bumdle. Come on, bro. Please don't do that. That's a lot. That's tough. He doesn't deserve that much. I said I wasn't stepping in front of bullets for him anymore, but that's a lot. Come on. But yeah, we hamper his development a lot. And even when Julius is there, like, RJ can be used more in that way. And that would add a dynamic to our offense. That would add another wrinkle. That would add another thing people had to game plan for. That would add another player getting involved and getting into a rhythm. And, like, you can have multiple. Part of the reason that it was tough tonight, even though we weren't hitting shots, because RJ was the only guy who was really getting to it. When you have Julius out there, and now Julius and RJ are doing it, that's how this season should be going. That's how our offense should be running. And yes, part of it is on RJ because he's got to be better, but, like, he also has to be used better. Especially, he's an important player to us, and we should be maximizing his potential. Not only because, we got to develop him and make him a star down the road, but it's like you have to get the most out of the roster you have, and RJ Barrett is one of the most talented players on your roster, and somebody you're invested in long term. So you need to start unlocking RJ's potential and getting the most out of RJ today, getting him the most reps going forward for tomorrow, and making him the best player you can make him today and tomorrow. And you've got a guy who can get you 26 on 50% while shooting 1 for 8 from 3. You should probably put the ball in his hands a little bit and let him go to the basket. He did it really well tonight. Getting downhill, using his body. He did it over guys who were a little bit bigger. They don't have crazy bigs, but, like, he got to the basket, bro. He did a really good job. Like, I don't know. I hope that I look forward to seeing more of this in this period of time while Julius is out. I was like, RJ is about to go nuts. Because he's going to get more touches. And with Kemba being out, I don't know if Kemba's going to be back, whatever. But whatever it may be, I just hope that we keep leaning into this a little more and that he continues to thrive with it. And hopefully in the next game he's able to get the jumper going too and put it all together and make it an even better game. And going forward, we constantly do this. Some of RJ's best games are because the ball is in his hands. Like that 35-point game against the Pelicans when he was 6 for 8 from 3 and had 60% from the field and 50% 6 for 8 from 3. Like, he was getting downhill. He was getting into the paint. He was finishing, and then he was hitting the jumper too, so it was all there. But you've got to put you can't have, we use him like Bruce Bowen sometimes, bro. We just have him standing in the corner, bro, come on, stop. Big Task at Hand said, what is your New Year's resolution? Thanks, bro. That's a great question. Thank you. Yeah, Happy New Year's to you guys, man. I sound really frustrated. I'm not that frustrated about this game. I can let that other frustration go about hating the Sheriff fan base with some people. Once again, thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. My New Year's resolution is to be more about, I don't have like a New Year's resolution, but my goal this year, like my main thing, which I guess is a New Year's resolution. I don't have to say I don't have it. But just to be a doer. Like I just want to do. I don't want to want to do. I've already felt this way, even my whole brand, I'm possible. Like, I just feel like if there's anything that I want to do, I should be able to do it. Like, I feel like I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. A bunch of different reasons. But, like, at the end of the day, I feel like I'm capable. Like, I'm able to do what I want to do. I'm able to make things happen. And I want to push things forward. Even with this show, I just feel like there's a lot of things I can be better at. Like, and I just want to be better. And when I want something to be done and when I want something to happen, I want it to be in motion. I want it to be tangible. I don't want things to just be ideas. I want to thrive. Like, I want to thrive the things that I want to thrive at, and I want to continue to be better. Like, and that's always my thing. Like, I always just want to be better. But instead of just saying, I don't like lip service. Like, I don't like to say things and, like, not see them happen. Like, I've been saying, I have an RJ Barrett song I was supposed to put out, like, a year and a half ago. Like, why isn't it out? Like, why haven't I? Like, things like that. Like, I just want to make things happen this year instead of, like, saying I want to do things. I don't ever want to tell somebody something that I want to do and then, like, months go by, a year goes by, whatever, like, and it just never happened. And something like, nah, like, why? If I want to do this, I'm doing it. So that's my New Year's resolution, for my word to be due and for things to get done. Mega Man said, ignoring the Knicks, Happy New Year's, y'all. Yeah, that's the vibes. That's the vibes. Happy New Year once again. Love you guys. You guys are the greatest. Dia said, Fournier is without a doubt worse than Alfred at this point. Alfred just didn't do anything, but Fournier is hurting us on both ends. Dia, that's very true. I'm not going to harp on Fournier tonight because, once again, I'm almost kind of tired of repeating myself, and I'm tired of beating a dead horse. And at this point, the horse is, like, on its, like, third life. I'm just tired. Like, it is what it is. This wasn't his worst game. This is kind of just more of the same. I tried as hard as I could to just, like, focus on the positive things that he did, all three of them. But yeah, like, and he bad ankle, like, I don't know, like, whatever. We know it. It's been there the whole time. It's Fournier. I'm trying. That's another. I don't want to. I'm tired of talking about it. Honestly, truly, I know some people think that, like, and I do love, like, let me not get it confused. I love to be right. Like, that's a thing of just a personality trait. I enjoy being right. I don't think there's anybody who dislikes being right. So sometimes people frame that in a way, but I don't think anybody likes to be, like, wrong. But I just like to be right, you know? But I would, in this scenario, when it comes to the Knicks and when it comes to Fournier or players not playing well, I do not prefer to be right. I'm not in this to be right. I'm not Sean Stradamus of basketball. Like, I just talk about what already happened. Like, I would love if Evan Fournier came out and started averaging 30 points a game and playing lockdown defense. Like, I'd probably buy his jersey. Like, I have nothing. Like, I don't have a dog in that fight. Why did I say that? I don't remember. But yeah, like, I don't need to be right there. So I don't get a kick out of, like, hating on Evan Fournier. I'm not, like, reveling in him playing poorly. I mean, it is what it is, and I hope that we stop playing him. But until we do, it's going to be more of the same. Mega Man said, hope to see much prosperity from y'all in 2022. Yeah, man, I hope that for all of y'all, for real. Like, I hope, like, honestly, like, go for what it is, man. Go for it, like, for real. Like, whatever it is, whether you're in high school and you want to pass it, whether you have a job and you want to get a promotion, or you want to start your business, or you want, whatever it is you want to do, man, like, do it. Like, do, and also, like, do things that make you happy. Like, pursue things. Like, you know, like, bro, this is a blast for me, bro. Like, I love this. This really changed, like, TKW changed my life. Like, getting on here with y'all is amazing. Like, this is, like, it feels like a purpose. Like, this is, like, the coolest thing that I do. I love this, bro. And I followed Kyle, and I sent him a DM, and we were, and, like, you know, it was like, boom, boom, boom. And I'm not saying blow his DMs up. I'm not saying blow my DMs up. And I'm not saying, like, but it just pursue things that you want, and you never know what can come from it, bro. Like, I'm having a blast. Like, this is amazing. So just, like, whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that it, like, fuels you, bro, like, follow it. For real. Like, why not? Vito says, some of these RJ haters are absolutely miserable humans. Vito, thank you. I felt like I was tripping when I was going on. I was just really frustrated, and I feel like, you know, what I say it all the time now. I got it from Andy. It was in, I'm trying to figure out what season of The Office that was. But he wanted to say something, and he didn't get to say it, and he was like, it feels like a sneeze that can't come out or whatever, like, and that's really how I felt, like, while I wasn't starting the show, like, while I was waiting. It was just like, oh my goodness, like, I have so much to say, and I'm not saying any of it. So when I got on here, I just started, like, letting it off, like, I was just, but yeah, bro, they're miserable human beings. It's wild. The deep end was good, bro. Said, hey, appreciate you doing this. Fire Tibbs. Appreciate you being here, bro. Fire Tibbs, I'm not there. But there was a point where when people would say it, I'd be like, yo, y'all are wildin'. Like, why would y'all say that? And I'm not there either. You know, I'm not at Fire Tibbs, but I get why people don't rock with Tibbs. I do love Tibbs. I think that there's certain, so like I said, you should not go until the fourth quarter. Like, there should not be 4 quarters of you getting killed by that pick and pop. That was just it's way too easy to break. You handed the thief the key to your house and let him walk in and out as he pleased and watch all your stuff get taken. And you were like, oh my goodness, everything's gone. You know, so that's frustrating. I don't think that Obi shouldn't have gotten, Obi should have gotten 30 minutes tonight. There's just no reason he shouldn't have. We should have gone through him more. This shouldn't be the first time we've seen RJ go downhill this much. And I shouldn't say first time, but, like, he should be getting a lot more of these opportunities. He should have been getting a lot more of these opportunities. He should be getting way more of these reps. He should be used that way a lot more. There's a few. Evan Fournier shouldn't be playing so much. Evan Fournier shouldn't. We should have figured that out a while ago. I feel like if you could have benched Kemba the way you did, and I'm not saying, first of all, I'm not a revisionist history person either. I wasn't against Kemba being benched. He wasn't really playing that well. He himself said he wasn't being aggressive. Our numbers weren't good. Like, you know, and our eye test wasn't good when he was on. Like, you know, we were not good on either end of the floor. So, and you couldn't play him off the bench. What if you pick Burks to start him? You couldn't play him off the bench with IQ and Rose because he's not big enough for that and doesn't defend well enough. Like, so, I mean, it is what it is. It happened. It is, like, that's how it goes. But my point is, if you can do that with Kemba, Fournier shouldn't still be starting this far into the season if that happened to Kemba a month ago. Like, if you were trying to figure things out and change things, at some point we got to, like, how much longer do we have to go with this? He's not good. He's not good. He doesn't help us on either end of the floor. He's inconsistent offensively. He's also, like, surprisingly, like, limited offensively lately, and maybe because of the way he's being used, but even if so, if you got first, I don't like when you're misusing the guy that you're developing who's in his 3rd year, but if you're misusing the guy that you literally, like, went shopping for and spent a lot of money on, and granted, maybe it wasn't Tibbs personally, maybe he didn't want that, but it's just like, okay, this is what the team got to do this, so you have to use him in a way, and if you're not going to use him that way, then, like, get him off the court because he's killing us. So, yeah, there's a lot of, like, Tibbs does some fireable things, but I'm not at Fire Tibbs. He was Coach of the Year last year, even though he started Alfred Payton for 72 games, which I thought was 74 games, which I thought was insane. I thought, like, I love Tibbs. I love that he got Coach of the Year, but that team could have been a lot better than it was. Like, Alfred Payton should not have been starting all year. We all know that. And Evan Fournier should not be, like, so I get why people say it. But once again, appreciate you being here. Boom. Ethan said, man, I hate this intro, bro. This isn't fun. I miss winning. We need to do better. Damn, I'm way behind in the comments because I ranted for so long and take so long on all these comments. So I'm going to start speeding it up a little bit just because, you know, if you guys are here, I want to get your comment and, you know, I want to catch up. But, yes, I hate this. I hate it. I almost skipped the intro, for real. Shout out to you, Ethan. Neil said, Happy New Year's, y'all. Stay safe out there. Hope next year is better for all. Facts. Okay. You want to go get it or is it just going to? Okay. Boom. Happy New Year's, y'all. Stay safe out there. Hope next year is better for all. Yeah, once again, hope next year is better for all. Hope it's a great year for all of us. Stay safe out there. Happy New Year. Love you guys, for real. From the bottom of my heart. Can't say that enough. Jeff, what's good, my guy? A lot to be disappointed about in this game, but with normal 3-point luck, we win easily. For the most part, I liked our process. Jeff, all of y'all are, but I do not hate sharing a fan base with y'all. I hope that, but I think you guys get me. Like, that, you guys are not who that is. Like, that is, you get it. You get it. It's real simple. I don't think it was complicated. It was a real simple game tonight. A lot to be disappointed about. So much. But with normal 3-point luck, we win easily. For the most part, I liked our process. I couldn't say it better myself, bro. Clutch was good. Hey, what's good, bro? How you doing? Happy New Year. Ethan said, yo, what's this blue filter on the camera? Yeah, once again, my bad. But it was going to take me more time to figure it out, and it would already taken so long to start, so just like whatever. But once again, we are sad and blue tonight, so it's appropriate. Boom. Dia said, there is no way people are hating on our 21-year-old player that had 26 points on 50% shooting. I hate the Knicks fans. They talk about him like he is 25 years old, averaging 8 points per game or something. Bro, Dia, exactly. It makes no sense. And that, like, I don't always call people, and I try not to, but I don't always call people I'm bringing more attention to it by trying not to say it. But I don't always call people a D-head. But, like, you might be one, bro. Like, I just, like, if you're hating on RJ Barrett for tonight, you just might be one, bro. I don't know what else to say to you. Luke Allen said, what was the deal with us not warming up before the game? We didn't warm up before the game? Really? I don't even know the deal with that. I would have questions about that, too. Maybe I would, is that a joke? Because we shot like we didn't warm up before the game, so, sheesh. Jamal said, this game shows that one player is not to blame for this season so far. I mean, we all know one player is not to blame for the season so far. And I think we can all stop trying to do that. Like, we all blame. Like, even when Kemba got benched, it was like, yo, Kemba's not the problem. He's a problem. Evan Fournier is a huge problem, though. Like, but, I mean, even he was out last night, and the offense sucked. I mean, was it last night? No, 2 nights ago against Detroit. He was out. Offense sucked for the majority of the game. Starters weren't good. Grimes didn't hit. So, it was like, no one's the one problem. But, like, Julius does have to be better. Like, it's a team. Nobody's won anything. Like, nobody's won. There's no one issue to, it's a team. There's different issues and there's different levels of issues, and not getting certain play out of your star player who everything is based around is going to affect you in a certain way. Not getting something out of the guy that you're supposed to be a shooter scorer, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's going to affect, not getting penetration from your point guard is going to, there's different things that affect you in a different way. Not that your center not playing this a certain way. So it's just like, there's a bunch of different variables. So nobody's the one issue for anything. So we don't have to act like anybody's the one issue. We don't have to call Julius bumdle. Like, we don't have to put all of everything on one anybody. There doesn't have to be. And also at the same time, acknowledging what somebody needs to do better is not scapegoating. Acknowledging an issue is not scapegoating. Like, things aren't mutually exclusive. Like, there's common ground on things. Like, there's just, I don't know. I feel like common sense is, like, right here. Like, somewhere right here. And I feel like on a lot of issues, a lot of people are either all the way over here or they're all the way over here. And the people who are all the way over here think that anybody who's passed right here or at right here is all the way over there because they're so far over here that they don't have the perspective to be able to see. It's nuts. And I just think that some things aren't that complicated. Boom. Jeff said, I don't get tips sometimes. Deuce is so fun, but him leaping IQ into the starting lineup when we were solely lacking creation makes zero sense. I agree. I thought IQ should have started tonight. 100%. That's what I would have done. I would have started Emmanuel quickly. When I saw Deuce starting, I was like, okay, that was a little strange. I was happy for Deuce. Deuce does apply great pressure. Maybe he intended to use him for SGA. Like, I'll try to think of reasons of why things could have happened. And I also thought maybe he feels that and I think Tibbs has to get out of this way of thinking is that if that is what it was, but maybe he felt like the bench wouldn't have enough creation, and he wanted to make sure that IQ was in charge of that or whatever and able to manage it, and he likes him being the bench general. Like, I don't know. I tried to make sense of it because I definitely would have started Emmanuel quickly tonight, and played him as many minutes as possible. Yeah, and maybe he felt like the starters just he could go through RJ and allow and then I don't know because I mean all of the creation comes from Julius, and then if not from Julius, it's Kemba, and both of them weren't playing, and Kemba was kind of a late scratch, so you would think that you would put the guy on the floor who creates the most and the most often out of those people left. So I get you. The more that I say it, the less sense it did make. But once again, I just tried it. Maybe he thought the Deuce would be good for SGA. Maybe he, wanted to balance lineups a certain way. I don't know. But yeah, it didn't make it. I wouldn't have done it. So I'm there with you, Jeff. Mega Man said, why are people telling me that RJ Barrett is raising his trade value? Like, nah, stop that. He's one of the few players I'm happy with this year. Once again, Ethan, some people are just committed to with the end. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Because, yeah, I've been frustrated with RJ at points, and not even so frustrated, just disappointed. It hurts. It hurts. It's painful. I acknowledge it. I'm not, like, that's the thing. People act like, oh, like, these RJ stands don't want to acknowledge, blah, blah, blah. Like, so they, the way that people act, you would think that we were like, yo, RJ's been lights out all year. Like, he hasn't missed. Like, what? No. But after, like, I feel like after last game, not too long ago, or maybe when he got back right before he went to COVID or something like that, he had raised his three-point percentage up to like 35 or 36. As horribly as he was shooting for so long, he was shooting league average from three. Like, I mean, some of the other things, and then honestly, he hasn't been used to do much else. So we saw tonight, 26 points, 50% from the field. Let him go to the basket, please. Put the ball in his hands. Let him create something. He had some pretty nice plays. That one play came down after getting to the basket the play before. He came down, scooped it to Mitch, and Mitch came down, threw it down. Like, let RJ create, bro. Please put the ball in his hands. Just said, Happy New Year, Sean. Thanks for the great content. Thank you so much, Jeff. Happy New Year to you, and thank you for your great content, for real. That means a lot, for real. Thank you. You've always been a real one. Clutch said, facts. At the end of the day, I just want the Knicks to be good. I hope RJ shuts me up. I'm telling, and I can, hey, Clutch, I respect that too. Like, you don't, like, I mean, I say if you're not an RJ stan, then, I don't think it's kind of weird. But, like, at the end of the day, like, you don't have to be an RJ stan. Like, I don't control what anybody does, whatever. Like, if you feel like there's other ways we can go or something like that, whatever it may be. But I'm glad that you hope he shuts you up. You feel me? Like, I feel like some people, like, I feel like today he shut people up. Like, if you've been saying this whole time, oh, he's not good, he can't do this, he can't do that. Yeah, he shot poorly tonight, but so did SGA, and everybody's, oh, he's great. And he is. But RJ was good tonight. And I feel like he shut people up. But it's just weird when he shuts people up and people talk louder. It's like, yo, what? So, Robert Rorty was good. 58-50 in 2021. That's huge. 58-50. Oh, is that our record in the year 2021? 58-50. That's cool. Like, it's like, I mean, it's not. It should be a lot better, But I mean, hey, like, it's the best year we've had in quite some time, Like, so here's to a better record in 2022. Like, let's turn this season around. We almost got back to 500 tonight, but we didn't, unfortunately. So, let's get it together. Guys got one game under their belt now of no Julius. We made that adjustment. We moved the ball pretty well. Guys know more of what their role is going to look like in these couple games without him. And, we shouldn't shoot 19% from three every night. So, like, let's win a couple games, put something together, and let's build some momentum and, like, really have a good 22 as well. Like, end the season well, start next season well. Like, yeah, I'm with it. Thank you for that. I thank you for that tidbit. Clutch said the blue tint is fire. Salute. I actually kind of like it a little bit, Like, I was annoyed by it at first. I was really frustrated, but I was like, all right, embrace it, whatever. What are you gonna do now? So we're sad and blue. That's the mood. Post-game pouting. If I figure out how this happened or what did it after I fix it, I may make the blue tint for all post-game poutings. That'll be its thing. Boom. Mega Man said, nah, like, in the moment, I will say I hate the Knicks, but that's just spur of the moment stuff. I'll always be ready to watch the next game every time. I expect a lot of the team, so when they don't put that out, I get upset. RJ definitely needs more touches in the offense. Yeah, like, I mean, saying, like, we know what, we know the difference. We know the difference between I'm frustrated with the Knicks right now or, like, I'm just like, oh, everything is terrible, blah, blah, blah. Like, this is, like, I mean, we won 3 straight. It was one of the most annoying 3-game win streaks ever. But we can be like, there's a middle ground. It was one of the most annoying 3-game win streaks ever. We wanted this game tonight. We shot like shit. On to the next one. Like, we shot like shit, missing our best player and our point guard for the first time at like I don't know. We started Deuce McBride. Like, And that's no sign of this. I love Juice McBride, but it's like this is his first start or what, second start? I don't know. But like it is what it is. There was an adjustment period tonight. So hopefully next game we lean into things we did well, or I liked our process. Or, lean into our process and shots fall and things look a lot better and it's different. They scored 95 points. Even though as frustrated as I was with the way we played and the way they lit us up from three, they scored 95 points. If we make shots, that's an easy dub, bro. Boom, 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 boom. RJ played very solid. Exactly, very solid. Oh, my bad. I skipped one. My bad. Hopelessly Isabel. Hey, Hopelessly Isabel. I think this is our first time seeing you here. Salute to you. Welcome. The last quarter just made me sad. Folks looked hopeless, and TBH, that feels like a lack of coaching support. A bunch of the assistant coaches are out on COVID protocol, so that doesn't help either. That's a great call. A bunch of the assistant coaches are out on health protocols, so hopefully they're okay. Hopefully everybody across y'all too, man. Like there's a lot going around right now. Hopefully everybody's safe, and if you do have COVID, if someone you love have COVID, like prayers up for them, and speedy recovery. It's wild outside. Clutch said RJ played very solid game tonight. Ethan said people forget how strong RJ is sometimes. Bro can just barrel through these cats out here with easily. He's getting to the basket and he's knocking guys over. He's finishing through contact. He wasn't even getting all the calls he deserved. How many free throws did he shoot tonight? 5 for 9 from the free throw line. He took 9 free throws. That's good. I like RJ taking 9 free throws. And he should have taken more. He should have taken like a smooth 13 free throws tonight. Nah, he had a couple and one. He should have taken a smooth 15 free throws tonight for real. He has to be better than 5 for 9. But he should have taken more free throws too. But I hope he starts getting some of those calls. There was one play and he finished with his right. He like bounced through. He bounced off Shea. When he bounced off Shea like grabbed his arm and pulled at it. Like literally was like trying anything he could do to stop him. Grabbed his arm, pulled at it. He moved to the other arm, went to the right hand. He grabbed that too, hit him, and then there was no foul call. It was like, bro, that's an M1. Come on. Clutch said we had no creators tonight. Yeah, it was tough. No creators. A lot of the creation that we've gone like probably 80%, especially recently since Kemba's been back in the lineup. Between Julius and Kemba, that's probably like 80% of our creation on a nightly basis that wasn't on the floor for tonight, and now we have to adjust to this, and everybody. So like we'll figure it out. We gotta lean in IQ more. I hope that if Kemba's out again, IQ starts. But even I like what we saw from Deuce tonight. I'm not upset with Deuce at all. Like good game. Bro. Quentin Grimes is going to hit shots. That's 2 games in a row now where he was a little off. That's upsetting. It hurts. It makes me a little sad inside, but he's a great shooter. I know he's going to hit shots. It's okay. I'm not tripping. We didn't get a lot from Alec Burks tonight. Like, we'll be okay, bro. We'll be all right. Mega Man said it's beautiful to see how strong RJ is. Facts. Jamal said if RJ hit his free throws, he could have had 30. So sad. Hit your free throws, bro. Hit your free throws. Have a couple jumpers fall. But, hey, man, like, keep giving him the ball. I'm telling you. Clutch said, even I'm not that negative. Exactly. People be wilding, bro. I'm telling you, people really be wilding. It's just annoying. Ethan said, people see the court from 25 feet out. If someone isn't on from 3, they're having a bad day in their eyes. It's a great point. It's gross because he was finishing so well, but everyone thinks it's bad when it's not. This was such a solid RJ game. Ethan, you be spitting all the time. You know the vibes. Mohsen Mirza, I'm so sorry. I tried your I think I got Mirza. I'm pretty sure. I made sure that I drew Mirza in there just in case I mispronounced Mohsen. So if it's Mohsen, if it's Mohsen, if you're still in here or next time you're in here, whatever, please let me know if I mispronounce your name and let me know how to pronounce it. I really hate mispronouncing people's names. Couldn't hit a shot and gave up 18 threes to the worst 3-point shooting team in the league. Just infuriating. Very unfortunate. Very, very, very unfortunate. Very sad night. I lost the comment. Okay. Neil said, IDK with the light situation, but the screen looks like it's trying to destroy the blue light filter on my phone. Damn, is that happening? I'm sorry. Oh, that's annoying. Alex said, Happy New Year, bro. Great year ahead. Hopefully we move. Happy New Year, bro. Great year ahead. Hopefully we move indeed. At the end of the day, no matter what, we here. 10 toes, every single one of us. They can't handle it. Damn, I hate that I said I hate sharing a fan base with some people. I hope everybody who it wasn't intended for understood it. And I hope the people I actually hate sharing a fan base with know it was them. And if they don't, I don't care. But I just hope that people, I would hate for anybody who I don't hate sharing a fan base with to feel like I hate sharing a fan base with them. Because I love y'all. Even the ones that I can't stand. Hopelessly Isabel said, hate that thing Tibbs has done in the last 2 games where one rotation stinks up third quarter, but he keeps them in for almost the entire quarter before throwing in the bench for the last 3 minutes. Yo, we could not hit the ocean from the shore in the beginning. Like, we didn't give it our, like, and I'm not trying to single him out, but this is just part of his line. Damn, my MacBook's on 5%, so I'm probably not going to get to the end of the comments. I'm really sorry, but I tried. Happy New Year. I love you guys so much. As I said earlier, it's been a blast. I'm looking forward to 2022 with you guys in case I don't get to say that at the end. And some of y'all who rocked for 52 minutes, this has been a poorly lighted show, like poorly lit. I said lighted. That's crazy. Poorly lit show. A lot of things I've rambled, I ranted, I took forever. So many things, and you're still here through all of it. You could have been anywhere in the world, and look where you are. We got 29 minutes left in the year, and you're here. Like, that is invaluable. Words can't express it. Thank you so much. But yeah, like, there was no reason Evan Fournier should have still been on the floor. Like, in the third quarter, like, whether it was his ankle or not, like, I'm not even tripping. I'm really not. I'm not, as you can see, I said it earlier, I had a chance to light him up, and I just let it go. Like, I'm tired. I'm tired, really tired. And tonight, everybody sucked. So, and not everybody sucked. Nobody shot well. Nobody, like, it was just a bad game. So I'm not gonna single him out and be like, yo, he was terrible. Like, it's pointless. But he shouldn't have been on the floor in the third quarter. Like, he wasn't doing anything defensively. He was hurting us on both sides of the floor. He wasn't scoring. He should have been taken out of the game. And not even like, bench him as soon as the half starts. But like, with like 6 minutes left in the third quarter, there was no reason for him to be on the floor. At this point, you are wasting time, and you are further stepping into the problem you're having because you are not solving something that clearly is not working. So yes, Isabel, you are completely right. It just makes no sense. Why was Fournier in for some? Isabel, welcome. You spitting. Mega Man said, one thing I can for sure say is that I miss Randall's rebounding a lot today, and Obi, who was attacking the boards viciously in the beginning of the game for some reason. I don't know. I mean, he played 27 minutes, I guess. There was a lot of the time where Obi should have been on the court and he wasn't. So I don't understand that. Boom. Underrated part of his game. Yeah, he does hit the boards, and I love when he's aggressive about it. Alex DeCosta said RJ had a great game, but he couldn't do it all by himself. It's just one of those games. Obi should have played more, but let's keep it real. Tibbs is not like Obi. He doesn't. He does. I heard someone, like, as I was starting this, because this took forever, I think I heard someone he was saying, and it sounded like in his post-game presser, he was saying, like, Obi needs to be ready for this moment. He wasn't ready. You guys be ready. Like, not that he explicitly came out and said he was. I got to go watch this post-game. It's going to piss me off if he's saying that Obi didn't come out ready. Obi came out ready tonight. He was energized. I love that post-move he had where he, like, faked one way. Like, shout out to Dave Zenon, who was like, I love it too, and made the little, like, you know, they've been in the lab. And, you know, like, that was a beautiful, like, I love that move. That was great footwork. Like, I loved the way that he was aggressive coming out in the beginning. Like, I don't understand why he would be saying that if that's what he was saying. If anything, Tibbs failed Obi tonight. Obi didn't fail Tibbs. So I really hope that's not what he was trying to convey. Jamal said, I wish I could just share the fan base with y'all instead of the other 95% of Knicks fans. Bro, I just wish, it's not even under 95%. It might be a solid, you know, it might be 15 to 20% of them to just grind my gears. But like, you know, for them, but I love y'all. Like, y'all, I love y'all so much, bro. For real. Isabel said, no, you're right. I'm not sure. I'm so far behind, I don't know what that was even to. But thank you. I can tell we're on the same page. Jamal said, we got out-rebounded by a team with one player above 7 feet tall. That is embarrassing. How many players do they, like, they don't have bigs. Yeah, we should not have been out-rebounded tonight, bro. It's really frustrating. Boom, Jamal said, Happy New Year, Sean. Love you, brother. Here's to a better next year. Jamal, love you, bro, so much. Thank you. You've been rocking, like, and you rock so consistently, and you're dope, bro. Thank you so much. Love you. Happy New Year, for real. And yeah, here's to a better next year for sure. Mega Man said the ball movement and shot creation was honestly there. Only problem, we couldn't hit water if we fell out of a boat in the middle of the ocean. Facts, Ethan, facts. That's exactly what was going on. Alex Costa said it was a young lineup and a really odd start to the season, and we were shorthanded right now. No reason to overreact. SGA is a great player, and we were not shooting well this game. Facts, Alex. Very well said. Robert Rorty said, I think Fournier ducked when someone shot on him. Yo, that wouldn't surprise me at all. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Like, that would not surprise me in the slightest. That sounds about Fournier. Jamal said, I need Fournier to sit because he's clearly hurt. He already doesn't play defense, so him playing hurt is just going to make him so much worse. Couldn't say it better myself, bro. Y'all are spitting right now. I'm just going to read. Lavash, I want to say this is Lavash, but if it's not Lavash, I'm going to try Beesman. And if it's not Beesman, I'm going to try Bedsman. Either way, if you're here or if you're – Mike was probably going to die. But please in the future, let me know if I pronounce it right or if I need to, if you need to correct me. I don't understand the game plan. Last year, we built the team on playing good defense and pounding the ball inside, so why the F are we putting up 43s? The team isn't designed to play the way it's playing. I get it. Like, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. So I wish we would attack more. And, last year, even the threes we shot, it was like attack and spray out. But to attack and spray out, there's got to be more attacking. And so we need to prioritize attacking more for sure. Like, I'm not against shooting threes. It looks really bad on nights where you shoot 19%. I'm not against shooting threes, especially if there's shooters on the floor. You got to shoot threes. It's the NBA. It's 2022 now. Damn near. You got to shoot threes. But yes, we do have to prioritize the attacking part of it more. And that's why I hate that we make RJ Bruce Bowen. Like, we should allow him to create, to attack, to, make the defense collapse and things like that. Jamal said, Jamal said, I'm very sure. Oh, shit, I'm almost to the end. Jamal said, I'm very sure that the night RJ had 35, Julius still had 20 plus, which shows that both guys can score at the same time. Bingo. Exactly. Omni said, time for Tibbs to go, and if people want to go off that, look where we were before, that's fine. Clearly you don't want to be great, and you are okay with being less than average. Didn't expect too much from the kids if they haven't been getting enough minutes. That second comment is that they got to, but this is just a really bad night. But through this time, the kids will get more minutes. They'll be out there together. We played well. They moved the ball well. They even defended pretty well besides allowing the pick and pop to kill us all night, which is a lot of scheme. So it wasn't the worst. Time for Tibbs to go. Once again, I'm not there, but I respect people that are. Alex said, I'm not emotional about it. When I want Tibbs gone. He was exactly what we needed last season, but he is not a long-term coach considering he has no real focus on developing the future at all. It's not just, develop the future. It's not like we're begging for it. It's not like back in the day when, we were like, you need to play. Who were we asking? Like, I used to want Torrey Murray to play. I used to want Chase and Randall to play. And we would suck. But it's just like, these young players that we have would make us better than some of the players that are on the floor. You need to lean into them today and moving forward. You need to develop the guys you have. Like, you need to hit on guys. If you hit on guys in the draft, you did a great job. They're playing well and they're making your team better. You need to lean into that and put them in the best position to be successful and give them as much as you can. And so, yeah, he doesn't, so I'm not, it's not like, you got to play Deuce and Grimes 40 minutes. Like, no, it's not that. It's not when we're force feeding Kevin Knox all night and trying to it's not that. It's not, but it's just like, bro, you can lean into the guys who were good and going to be here and, get the most out of them that you can and maximize them and maximize the potential of your assets even if you only want them to be assets. It's bad asset management to not maximize them. 2%. Here we go. Jamal said, speaking of 3-game win streaks, I remember last year we couldn't hit a 4-game win streak for the life of us, and then we won a 9-game win streak at the end of the season. Facts, we were begging for 4. I think it was 6 times. I think it was 6 times that we went 3-game win streak and didn't get the 4th, and it was heartbreaking every single time. One of the times was against the Thunder. It was early in the season. It was at home. We were 5-3 or something like that, and I was really sad that night. But yes. So hopefully, hopefully we put something together now or at some point. TBH, I just missed the whole energy surrounding the Knicks last year. Hoping we can get back to that in 2022. Facts, man, facts. And that's why I was hoping we were able to get this 4th one tonight, start the 2022 500. But, we're not far off from that. We can still, get, we're not dead in the water.